friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation. What are your person's true intentions? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one and this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Prisma Visions Tarot and pile number two is the Adventure Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say there's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings and remote Reiki healing sessions are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose the Prisma Visions Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Great. Specifically for a contact and or separation situation, what are your person's true intentions? Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Seven of Wands, Chariot, Three of Cups. Okay. It's definitely difficult energies between the two of you. I also have your Oracle card. The Return, yes, I was getting that. A new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. Okay. Person wants to move past the difficult energies between the two of you. I mean, it's kind of, the energy coming through is it's like high time we sort this out. So maybe this has been going on for quite some time. Maybe there's been passive aggressive behavior. Maybe both of you have been cold towards each other. Maybe both of you have just not spoken to one another. There's something about the silence that your person feels, okay, well, enough is enough. It's time we talk. It's time we resolve this situation between the two of you. For many of you, I see that there's some kind of argument. There was some kind of a fight between the two of you, and maybe both of you are still not able to see eye to eye, but your person just wants to let that go and move forward. There is an energy of your person returning, so even if you felt like reaching out to them, it looks like your person will be receptive to your energy, but either way, it looks like there is going to be communication between the two of you. I feel like your person wants to talk about what happened or what went down between the two of you, but they also feel like if both of you were to talk about it, it's possible that given the current energies that both of you are in, you might actually make things worse. And so they might come in with lighter energy, but I'm not really sure if they want to talk about what exactly went down between the two of you. It's kind of like you have your opinion, I have mine, let's just not get into it. I'm not going to understand you, you're not going to understand me, but let's just keep moving forward in this connection. Now, I don't know if that aligns with you or not. That is really dependent on your situation, and that is also dependent on whatever the topic was that both of you had an argument about. But your person, it's kind of, in their perspective, they will accept, or I guess they will make space for your thought process, even if they don't necessarily understand it, and they expect the same from you. And I also feel like your person feels like they may never understand where you are coming from, but that doesn't mean that you both have to let go of the connection. That doesn't mean that both of you still cannot have fun, both of you still cannot be together. That's kind of the energy that's coming through. And I to be very honest with you, it really depends on your situation, because in some cases, you know, you might, two people, they might never be on the same page about that particular topic, but that doesn't take away from the connection. That doesn't mean that, you know, they have to let go of the connection completely, right? But yes, it also depends on the topic. It also depends on what exactly they're not on the same page about. Sometimes it is that big that maybe the connection cannot move forward, all right? But I do want to say that both ways can work out. There is no one right way, one wrong way. No, it's about alignment. It's about what you feel called to, and it's about what feels right to you, all right? So it's very individualistic to your situation. If you're in one side, I wouldn't want you to look down upon another person who may be in a connection where, you know, they're okay that they're not on the same page with one particular aspect of the connection, but other aspects, you know, they're still moving forward. The reason why I'm saying this is because sometimes there are comments where, you know, there's one person putting down another situation or another choice that maybe another person would make, and I would feel like that is misalignment, because how you feel is very individualistic to your situation, to the life that you've led, the experiences that you've been through. And so while, you know, it is important to honor what you feel, it doesn't mean that you should put down someone else's experiences or someone else's thought process or someone else's unique experience of what they're going through or the choices that they're making with respect to that situation. All right, I wanted to put that out there because I have been seeing that in the comments, and I just wanted to put that out there. There are different reasons why people make choices, and we may we may never be able to understand that, but we can hold space for that. All right, that's one thing that I wanted to say. Okay, but this is also coming with respect to this as well. Like, just because someone else in your place would have made a different choice, it doesn't take away from the fact that you feel a certain way about the situation. So honor what you're feeling, pal one. That is also one more message that's coming through. If you're not okay with moving on or moving forward in this connection, and it is important to you that both of you are on the same page with respect to this, like I said, it's very individualistic, then that is a choice that you have to make. That would be alignment for you. However, for some of you, maybe it's okay. You know, maybe it's not really that significant. Whatever it is that you both are fighting about and being on the same page, maybe it's not that important. Maybe there are other aspects of the connection that it's important for both of you to be on the same page, and you both are. And so you're okay to keep moving forward in this connection with your person. Either way, there's some kind of clarity that you need to gain on your end, because on your person's perspective, on your person's end, and in their perspective, it doesn't necessarily matter that both of you need to be on the same page about this. They feel like they will never understand you about this particular situation, and that you will never understand them about this particular topic, and that's okay for your person. But is that okay for you? That's something that you have to ask yourself, pal one. All right, this person is definitely coming in. If you reach out to them or they reach out to you, it looks like either way they're open to your energy. They're open to the energy of this connection. And in fact, your person wants to move forward from this difficult energy. So I would expect more conversations, like lighter conversations. And if you feel like your person is intentionally stepping away from talking about the fight, yes, there is a reason for that. They feel like if they bring it up, it's going to make things worse. And both of you will never be on the same page about that. So why bring it up? Why create that dynamic between the two of you? Or why unnecessarily bring up something that you both are going to like eventually fight about? That's kind of the energy that's coming through. But if that's important to you, then that's something that you would have to consider. You might have to, maybe voice your thoughts, let your person know that it is important to you. But this is where your person is coming from. It's not coming from a point of avoidance. It's just kind of resignation to the fact that they're not going to be on the same page as you with respect to this. So why fight? Why there are other things that are working out well between the two of you. There are lighter energies that can be brought into your connection. So I don't see this necessarily as avoidance. It's just more of, well, fine, that's one topic that's going to be a sore spot for us, but that doesn't mean we let go of the entire connection. But like I said, that is your person's opinion. If your opinion is different, you may have to voice that, right? So that is one message that's coming together. So yeah, I would expect your person to reach out if there's been no contact between the two of you. And I would not expect any talk about what went down. It might be, making jokes. It might be maybe talking about things that both of you are actually in agreement with, so that it kind of creates that lighter energy. So your person will not pick up that topic, but pick up other topics that maybe both of you have a lot of fun in, both of you are on the same page, or both of you just seem to be in alignment in that. So that's their way of healing the connection or healing the fight that happened between the two of you, all right? Yes. I think if there's clarity on your end, you'll be able to make a decision regarding this connection. Because for some of you, it's okay. It's okay that both of you are not on the same page about this particular thing, and there are other aspects of this connection that you still want to hold on to. And that's okay, but you need to have that clarity on your end. For others of you, it's possible that maybe you're not okay with this dynamic. You're not that part of whatever both of you are not on the same page. Maybe it means something more to you, or it's important to you. And in that case, you may have to consider, what are your next steps with respect to this connection. Even though the card talks about walking away, it could walk away maybe from your expectation, or it could walk away from the amount of investment that you are making in this connection. It could also be readjusting your own thought processes to align with your person. It could also be walking away because someone else is not able to align with what feels right to you. All right. So there are decisions that need to be made in this connection, and specifically coming from you, Pal 1. So that's a little bit of a heads up. But either way, just because your person feels a certain way, it doesn't mean that you also have to align with that, or you have to force yourself to align with that. No, you get to establish your independence. You get to establish your thought process, what feels right to you, right? It might be difficult to make that decision and follow through with it, but I feel like you do have that power within you. You do have that courage within you, all right? That's a kind of a reminder coming through for you, Pal 1. Okay? So that is one final message coming through for you. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings and remote Reiki healing sessions are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pal 1, take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pal 2, for those of you who chose the Adventure Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alright, specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what are your person's true intentions? Cups, the moon, 6 of Cups, Death. Okay, 2 of Swords. I just get kind of confusion on your person's end. Okay. Alrighty. I also have the Oracle card. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. Okay. Alright, your person's true intentions, Pal 2, might be a little bit difficult for you to hear. but it's just to keep moving forward with their life. At this point in time, your person doesn't know if they want reconciliation, if they want this connection back, if they want things to work out between the two of you. At this point, your person has no answers. Right now, they're fully focused on whatever is happening, going on in other aspects of their life, and they're just going to keep focusing on that right now until your person gets some kind of an answer, whether it is from divine, their higher self, or it kind of forms a conscious thought within your person. They're just going to keep their head down, I'm hearing, and just keep focusing on their life. Right now, I think that a lot is unspoken between the two of you. I think that there is a lot that both of you also need to figure out with respect to how you feel about this connection. What do you both want from your life? Whether this connection aligns with the future that both of you are seeing for yourselves. There's a lot of unanswered questions about this about this relationship, about this connection, and your person doesn't have the answers today. Until they find answers, it will be in this limbo. Even if you do reach out to them, I don't necessarily see them responding very well. The confusion's kind of putting your person in this energy of just not wanting to interact, because every time both of you interact, it makes them feel overwhelmed that they don't have the answers that they are supposed to have at this point. So right now, it looks like your person's going to kind of focus on other aspects of their life. There is an energy of spiritual bypassing that I'm seeing, where your person might be just saying, oh, okay, well, if it's meant to work out, it will work out at some point, and then just kind of pushing it away rather than thinking about what it is that they actually want, or how is it that they want this to go between the two of you. So I do see that a little bit right now, but there is acceptance that this is where both of you are at right now, and their true intentions are to just keep going. Whatever reality both of you are in right now, they're just going to keep moving forward on that path. There's a lot of questions that your person needs to answer about this connection. I don't know about you, but there's definitely a lot that your person needs to ask themselves. I think that these questions are slowly going to come up over time. But until your person understands themselves and understands what they truly want, I think that this is going to be the energy between the two of you. Yes, there might be like high-by conversations, like surface level conversations, but even that might be very awkward. Pal to you, that is the energy that's coming through. And right now, like, there is an energy of your person distracting themselves. Yes, that is also coming through. But yeah, I think that your person is trying to find some kind of respite in the life that they're leading right now, or they're intentionally doing things that bring them joy and happiness because they want to take their mind away from the difficult energies that exist between the two of you. So if you both are following each other on social media, or you seem to know what your person is up to, you'll slowly see them kind of doing fun activities or going out of their way to make themselves happy. I think that in a way, your person is learning how to take care of themselves. But I also think that they're avoiding what they're supposed to be doing right now with respect to this connection. But this is where your person is at today, Paltu, right? Energy can always shift, but this is where they are at today. Their true intentions are to just keep walking the path. Let me get more information. They're hoping that they feel better someday, so they might be going out of their way to do things that take their mind off of this connection. Yeah, I think your person's looking for that kind of spark in their life. Yeah, it seems to be more other aspects of their life. So they're looking for that spark in their life. I think that the energy of this connection has been kind of dragging them down or making them feel very dejected. So they want a change of pace in their life. They want a change of that energy. So it looks like your person might be going out of their way to create that energy for themselves. might be doing things that you didn't even expect they would do. They might be like, this person might just wake up one day and decide to I'm hearing start a business. Like, it's that impulsive, but at the same time, it's kind of like they want something different, dramatically different for their life. And that's just where they are at right now. Intentions towards this connection, it's more of them numbing themselves and not necessarily wanting to face what they're thinking and feeling about this connection, about what they feel about you, about what they want as well. It's a lot of confusion right now on your person's end. Any advice for you? Because the messages coming through are very straightforward. So let me get any advice for you that wants to come through. Help you. It's time for you to also focus on your life. Okay. So accepting that this is where your person is at right now might actually help you reconcile with the fact that both of you are in limbo. Might be difficult, yes, but the more you can choose to accept what is rather than where you thought both of you would be at this point in time, it might help you release the burden of the no contact. It might help you, maybe just let go of the weight that you've been carrying with respect to the difficult energies between the two of you. Another message that's coming through is it's possible that there are things, other aspects of your life that you may have been neglecting or that need your attention right now. It might be helpful for you also to shift your focus, shift your energy to what is demanding your attention, what needs your energy right now. Because first of all, you are in quite powerful energies right now. You have the Magician coming out for you as advice. So it looks like whatever it is that you are meant to be focusing on right now, you are going to be creating some kind of a different reality for yourself. But it needs that choice on your end. You need to make that intentional choice to, of course, choose it, but also work on it, align with the energy of the reality that you are creating. Right? Right now, there is nothing that you can do with respect to this connection. Even if you ask your person, even if you talk to them, there's a lot of resistance coming through. So leave it for where it is right now. All right, just accept that, okay, this is where we are at. I thought we would be somewhere else, but this is where we are at. So I will accept that. And this is something beyond my control. I am going to look towards other aspects of my life where I can control, where, I am needed, where my energy is needed at this point in time. The more you can be intentional about that, the more you'll slowly feel the weight and the load of the heaviness between the two of you. You'll slowly feel that fading. All right. It is a conscious choice. I mean, from personal experience as well, I know it can be very, very difficult to make that intentional choice. But the more you do it, the more you immerse yourself in where you're supposed to be putting your attention to right now, the more you'll actually, I guess, maybe the weight never goes away, but I think that you expand as a person. And that weight becomes more bearable as time goes, right? So right now, limbo, there is nothing shifting in this connection, but there can be a lot shifting within your life. And it looks like the more you make that intentional choice, you are creating a very different reality for yourself, right? So focus on what you can control. Sometimes when we are so focused on what we cannot control, we tend to lose our balance. We tend to feel very destabilized. But in those moments, when we let go of what we cannot control and we intentionally focus on what we can control, first off, we start to feel a lot more grounded. We start to feel a lot more centered. And we start to feel like, okay, well, there's something at least that I'm able to navigate. There's something at least that I can see my next steps, I can control. That helps us feel a lot more balanced, a lot more centered, right? So try that for now, help you. But on a more spiritual perspective and an energy perspective, it looks like there are some aspects of your life that either you've neglected or that need your attention right now. It might be helpful for you to focus on that because you're on the verge of creating a new reality with respect to those aspects of your life. And it looks like you're unlocking something powerful there, right? Heltu, I know that this was a difficult reading, but I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. I also feel like telling you, trust the weavings, right? Trust yourself, but more importantly, trust that right now you're being called to shift your attention to things that are actually going to rapidly change your life and make a big difference for the reality that you are currently living in. All right? Okay. Pile 2, take care. Trust your intuition. You always have free will. No, trust. Wait, hold on. I wanted to say, yes, my private readings and remote Reiki healing sessions are open as well, but I do want to say, just signing off, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.